Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. So, Reno Omokri alleges that Peter Obi rigged the election. He said that Peter Obi's election rigging was so obvious that it couldn't be hidden. Um, I know most of you guys may know him. Reno Omokri is the former aide to the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, during his administration in 2000 and I think that was in 2014 or thereabouts before he lost the election to APC government now. So Reno is somebody that whenever you don't buy to his school of thought, whenever you don't, agree to his or whenever you don't support his party or support his candidate, he looks for a way to use you or use your tribe, like it kind of incites tribal war. I don't know if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is when Jonathan lost to the APC in 2015, right? And that was when the IPOP agitation. I know IPOP agitation started around 2012, right? But then that was 2012 was during Goodluck Jonathan's administration. But then it was not that obvious. Nobody was noticing the group up until 2015 when Jonathan lost to the APC. So it was as if Reno Omokri was siding the Igbo race, the Igbo tribe. He keeps saying, making good remarks about the Igbos, how the Igbos are struggling, how the Igbos, after the civil war, how the Igbo bounced back, how this Igbo spirit of hustling, of doing business. He was saying a lot of things to the extent of using Alaba, yeah. Is it not Alaba, sorry, Ladipo International Market in Lagos. Ladipo International Market is where most Igbo men sell, do their business on car parts, sorry. So he to the extent of using that place to set example, like he was trying to compare Ladipo International Market or Ladipo Market with one of the states in US. So then he was citing the Igbos were happy, like most of his followers are Igbos. Not until, okay, even in 2019 when P2P came out, when P2P was running for the office of vice president alongside with Atiku, he was still siding the Igbos. He was, it's as if he was using the Igbos, then he was making a lot of derogatory remarks about Buhari, how Buhari was a bad leader, how, those kind of things. He was making mockery of Buhari and all of that while using the Igbos to perpetuate his agenda. So in 2019, when P2P wanted to run for the office of vice president alongside with Atiku as being the president, he Reno was always making remarks that P2P was a good man, how P2P, he keeps making good remarks up until this year, or let me say last year, when P2B left PDP to join Labour Party because he wanted to run for the office of the president. That was when the problem started. That was when um, Reno showed his true color. Even though a lot of people have known him to be somebody that is corny, somebody that is manipulative, but then a lot of people didn't know his motive behind him supporting Igbo, behind him supporting IPOP or so Igbo agitation and all of that. He was doing it so that the Igbos could be against Buhari, frustrated Buhari's administration. So he came out to say, ever since P2B declared his intention to run for office of the president of Nigeria, he took it upon himself. I don't know, would I say it's out of jealousy, because this is beyond political campaign and all of that. He kind of, he doesn't like the way like the way people bought to P2P school of thought, how P2P came out, people, Nigerian youth, everybody accepted him. Like the kind of love people showed P2P was a genuine one. Like it wasn't like a kind of love whereby you have to pay for people to come for your campaign. P2P is a very simple man. A lot of people know that, no doubt about it. He's a rich man. He's rich. He's simple. You see most of the clips where he's walking on his own without no escort, without no police or no siren, announcing his presence. He's just a very simple and a humble man. So this man, Reno, took it upon himself to be making a lot of derogatory remarks about P2B. But everything P2B does is seen to him, he sees it as evil. I don't know why Nigerian politicians do this a lot, and which is, but if you check other countries how they do their campaign, they don't, say things that hurt their opponents, or say things that, unverified things about their opponents, or just, kind of make it say downgrading things about their opponent. If you don't like somebody, if you don't buy somebody's school of thought or opinion or candidates in terms of election, you don't have to be, going about making bad remarks about the person. It could just, you can still market your candidate without, downgrading your opponent's candidate, right? So he started by, he keeps making bad whatever thing P2B does. Even to a point, I think there was a point he said P2B was IPOP president, that P2B doesn't have a genuine fan. Not just him, a lot of Nigerian politicians, they underestimated P2B, not up to February 2025. Sorry, February 25th. That was the election day. A lot of Nigerian politicians never took P2B serious. They were like, he's the social media president, that election is not won online, that there are just only two, what there are only four people tweeting in the room. So Reno was the opinion that a Labour Party was an IPOP, party. There was a time he said that that Labour Party operates the same way like IPOB, that they do cyber bullying, they attack their opponents, supporters. It keeps saying a lot of things, bad things against Labour Party. But notwithstanding, you guys saw what happened on February 25th. So, P2B has just, changed, is making a lot of waves in political system. I keep saying this, even if P2B doesn't come out, even if at the end of the day P2B doesn't, win or doesn't retrieve his mandate, at least he has made a lot of impact in Nigerian political system. A lot of people, you can see a lot of governors who never took the people serious. Let me use the case of Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, how he has been running helter skelter after this presidential election, because he was never he never, he didn't actually campaign for his second tenure. Maybe he thought it was going to be given to him on a platter of gold. He never saw his competitors or his opponents as a threat, not until February 25th, when he saw what happened. Even though a lot of people were not allowed to vote, a lot of voters were destroyed. It's to a point that P2B even won in Lagos State. So he can see how he has been running helter skelter, trying to convince people, releasing the cars that he sees some years back, trying to convince the youth, trying to buy. But this is what I called medicine after death. If your government was good, if your system of politics was good, you wouldn't be going about trying to convince people. Like the way P2B came out, I know a lot of people will not buy to P2B's school of thought. A lot of people will not support it. That is okay, because not everybody is going to like you. No matter what you do in life, not everybody is going to like you, okay? But a lot of people, P2B is the only candidate that has a very like a very good track record, like, can verify. He's the only person that, no matter how his opponents try to downgrade him, no matter how they try to, put false allegations against him, he's still not verifiable. Like, people cannot verify if it's true or not. He's the only candidate that can come out, openly, publicly, to tell you that he has never squandered or embezzled public fund. That is why a lot of people love him. So without wasting much of your time, let me read what our dear Reno, the same Reno, when Atiku lost the same Reno that went to it's not like he went to UK. Yes, I think a lot of people said he's on exile, that he can't come back to Nigeria. And why he was campaigning for Atiku was that so that if Atiku wins the election, he'll be able to come back to Nigeria. So after the winner was declared, this 2023 election winner was declared, Reno took to the streets of UK, of London, to protest with some of his supporters. He was protesting, nobody was disturbing him. Nobody has, I think, like, even Peter Obi supporters don't even say much bad things about his principal, that is Atiku. So look at what look at what Reno said about Peter Obi. So he posted this on his official um, Facebook page, Reno Omokri, 2 days ago. He said, and I quote, other people did not, other people did intelligence rigging. At least they used their conscience to give small to their opponents. Peter Obi's rigging was so unintelligent. In the history of Nigeria, when and where have you heard of a candidate getting 97% in some areas in the southeast? Let me make a point here. See, people are tired of APC governments. People are fed up with APC. In fact, with not just APC, PDP, APC. People are fed up with these our politicians. I know if P2B has not declared himself to run for the office of president, trust me, a lot of people are not going to come out that day to vote. If you compare the number of registered votes of last year, and I think INEC said is around 8 million thereabouts registered votes. If you compare the vote with the previous years Nigeria has been conducting election, you see that there's a high turn up. There are a lot of people came out to register their PVC because of this man called P2B. I remember during the time P2B was campaigning, people, I don't know, sometimes I wish Peter Obi was not an Igbo man. Even the Igbos, even his brothers were not even campaigning for him. You guys, if you have been following this election thing, you will know that a lot of Igbos didn't even campaign for Peter Obi. A lot of Igbo Senate, House of Rep, former governors, incumbent governors, we saw how they came out to say, yeah, Peter Obi is a good man, but he cannot be Nigerian president. A lot of Igbo airlines never campaigned for this man. So these people voting for Labour Party is because they crave for change. They want change. They are tired of this APC government. They are tired of PDP government. You saw the APC government in 2015, how they came out to tell us that they are going to bring a massive change, this, that. You saw the change. You saw the suffering of people. People are tired. They need new system of government. They need new political party. They need new people to assure them that everything is going to be all right. So let me continue with what Reno said about P2B. He said, when and where have you heard of a candidate getting 97% in some areas in Southeast? The P2B, the P2B that is shouting that he was rigged out is himself saying nothing of those areas in Southeast where 97% of where he got 97% of the votes. Where else did this happen during the Nigerian election 2023? Even in the core north, they gave him his due. You say PDP is bad. In all election we've conducted, tell me where we have given ourselves 90% of the vote in a state. The election was rigged, but Obi was the one of the main one of the main riggers in chief. Like, you guys, you can tell that this guy is so bitter. He's so, I don't know what is the problem. Peter Obi never paid people to campaign for him. Everything that happened was on camera. Like, after the whole announcement of Tinubu, when Tinubu was declared winner, a lot of people came out to say APC supporters. When during the this voting, you see vote counting. Sorry, you see people counting Labour Party. You saw a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, like evidences. So show me, did anybody catch a Labour Party chairman or Labour Party campaigner paying people or causing havoc or causing a problem on the day of election? People voting for this man was okay. Take for instance Edo, I think Benin State, where P2B got like, at least he got like 50% or even more than of that state. Are you going to tell me now, okay, because of P2B is now an Igbo man, that's why he got 77%? What of the other states? What of Lagos State, where he got a lot of votes? Are you going to tell me, okay, because of I know they will say it's the Igbos that vote. Is it only Igbos that live in Lagos State? Or is Benin State also Igbo State? Why do people keep making this to look like P2B is representing? P2B is not representing Igbo presidency. As a matter of fact, an average Igbo man doesn't even care who become the president. All he cares is a friendly environment, a business friendly environment where he can go about doing his business. If you check from after the Civil War, or not even after the Civil War, since democracy, since Nigeria was declared a democratic state, an Igbo man has not led. Why are people so afraid of an Igbo man ruling Nigeria? Why are people so afraid of Igbo presidency? And this is what led to agitation of Igbos saying that they are being marginalized, that they are not allowed to even take a higher position in the country. So if you people don't like Igbo to rule the country, to rule you people, why don't you let them go? It's as simple as that. You don't like somebody, so why clinking on that person when you don't like the person? It's as simple as they keep making it look like, okay, just imagine Labour Party that comprises of a lot of tribes in Nigeria. Somebody coming out to say that Labour Party is an Igbo party, simple because the candidate of the Labour Party is from Igbo. Is it proper now to say that because a lot of Northerners supported Atiku, that Atiku is a Northerner president? Or is it proper to say because a lot of people supported, okay, in Ekiti State, where I heard that Tinubu won a lot of votes there, are you going to say, okay, because of Tinubu is a Yoruba man, that Tinubu is coming out for Yoruba besides Yorubas are also agitating for their own freedom? Why are people making it look like it's Igbo problem because P2B is from Igbo? And I keep saying this, how I wish P2B was not an Igbo man. Maybe he's from another tribe. Probably will not be here talking about this. Probably will be here rejoicing because he will definitely win the election. A lot of people know that from the onset that this whole thing was going to happen. It was going to end up that it's Igbo thing, is P2B is coming for. P2B is not even talking about the agitation or even showing any support for IPOP or agitation. Why are people making it look like P2B is coming out to rule the Igbos? When we all know that P2B is the right candidate, why are people just, trying to, if you don't like this particular tribe, you saw what happened few days back, how some places where the Igbos do their market, do their business in Lagos were set ablaze simple because an Igbo man won election in Lagos. We are seeing what is happening, how because Labour Party won election in Lagos State, they're not making it look like it's Igbo. Why always making it look like it's Igbo problem? Even though on that day a lot of Igbos were not even allowed to vote. You can see some clips where MC Olumo of I think he's APC chieftains or whatever he is, was saying if you are going to vote for any other party, if you are an Igbo, you are not allowed to vote here. So why are these people doing all of these things? If you don't like this man, if you don't like the Igbos, if you don't like this tribe, let them go. They've declared that they want to go on their separate way. Let them go. Let them go and rule themselves. Since you don't want them to rule you, you can't keep on. We cannot keep on clamoring on one Nigeria, whereas we are not even one to begin with. If you don't trust an Igbo man to be in Aso Rock, then let them go. Let them go and form their own government. Let them go and form their own country. Let them go and form their own state and rule themselves. Why making all this thing up simple because you don't like this person? And let me ask Nigerians, what has Igbo done? Since after the civil war, it's like they planted this seed of hatred in us. We so much hate ourselves, and this usually come up during the election. The politicians try to use this tribal war as a weapon to, to destroy people. You don't like me, good and fine, then let me be, leave, let me. Ndị Igbo na-asị biri ka mbili, leave, let me leave. This word is enough to contain all of us. Why may always, I coming against the Igbos? It's Igbo, it's Igbo, it's Igbo. Whereas it's, you guys, this man didn't just end there. Let me continue. Few hours ago, remember Peter Obi went to east. I think he went to Enugu. Here he went to Enugu, and from there he went to other states. And you can see whenever Peter Obi is going, he's on the street. You see this genuine love. You see this massive turnout of people supporting him. This man, people are showing him genuine love. I don't know why Reno is so bitter. So Reno posted on his page again to say, "You obedient should not make your movements like the mark of the beast, wherein anybody that doesn't have the mark of Obi is to be cancelled, his business is to be boycotted, his family to be harassed, his reputation to be savaged, all his prior good deeds to be forgotten, and you are not to rest until such a person is wiped off the face of the planet. Don't make your cure worse than a disease you want to fight. It is possible to harbor such toxicity and hatred and still bring a healing panacea or something to the nation. If you are like this without power, I shudder to think of what you'll be like with power." Just with this thing this man has written, compare this man's recent attitude towards Labour Party, towards P2B with this thing. He has just poured out his mind that this, for I think Bible says that out of the heart the mouth speaks. He just saying this is my, you guys, Reno know they try. He's fond of this. He's known for this. He's very manipulative. A lot of people know this. I wasn't even surprised when I saw this. I just laughed and I said, okay, I'm going to make video about it. So, and I'm still going to be attaching his some of the clips where he went to, where he took to the streets of London to campaign. Sorry, to protest for rigging. Thank God he admitted that they do rig. He admitted that they do rig, that they even rigged during the election. So you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know your thoughts on this allegation, because this is a very strong allegation labeled against P2B. If you don't like somebody, let me say this, if you don't like somebody, that doesn't mean that you should keep on spreading false information. Or if you don't buy to school of thought of somebody, that doesn't mean that whatever thing the person do should, even though it should irritate you, but that doesn't mean you should keep spreading negative things about that person. It shows your upbringing. It shows that you were not brought up well. It shows that you lack manners. It shows that you lack class. It shows like the kind of person you are. You can still campaign, and some people argue that why article even lost is because of the way and the manner which Reno was campaigning for him. Reno, I think Reno happens to be his campaign manager or something. The way Reno was campaigning for him, he keep on making derogatory statements about other opponents while campaigning. How can you demarket other opponents while trying to market your own candidate? Indirectly, you are demarketing your candidate, because when you keep on saying ill things, fake news, spreading fake news about your opponent simply because you want to market it doesn't make sense. It can still promote, you can still campaign for your candidate, you can still so show support for a candidate without causing trouble, without inciting tribal war, without bringing two heads together and knocking them together just to fight while you step aside to watch it, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't show. It shows your level of education. Education doesn't end with just getting the certificate, going to school, getting the certificate. Education has to do with how, how nourished your mind, your thought is. You can campaign for your candidate peacefully without making all these causing all these problems. So you guys, thank you so much, and let me know your thoughts on these allegations against Peter Obi in the comment section. Until then, see you in my next video. Bye.